I thought that I was an early bird. So early this morning, I got up. Actually, I just was not that early. Got up a few hours ago, and I looked at my DM, and I saw people saying, "I think Jax is back at Cookies." Um, it wasn't much a surprise to me because someone had to take the wheel in order for Nature Boy to have someone set in place at all times to do the downloads and also make him out to the public or remind the ones that are still brainwashed, that were viewers, fans, whatever they were, that he's this great person and that it's a setup going on and yada yada yada. So it makes no difference to me if he's with Cookie. Um, what was it? Juju and him were at the courthouse, and they were basically doing a petition or what have you. I'm not too sure what they call themselves doing, but it makes sense for Jax to be in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, because he can then be support system to Nature Boy's father's going to any of his court appearances, whether he's in the court or not. He can also be the middleman, the mediator to delay messages back to the wives, because one, there's been a gag order, so they can't go live on downloads, they can't go on interviews, they can't talk about the case, and they certainly, from my understanding, they are not able to communicate over the phone. And I don't think that they can go do any visits because of the sending those drugs that didn't even get in the jail. Um, they're now his co-defendant, and they have an open case, so they can't probably see him at the jail, which we already know that that's not going to be a problem for Nature Boy, because Nature Boy probably got like 20 girls lined up, and a few of them that he's really interested in, that he's making them even think from a distance that will be taking Malia, Aya, Efru, and Zoka's place once he gets situated, and they're going to be his new wives. You can only imagine what Nature Boy is saying to get this canteen money and these phone calls. But he has to have someone who knows the knowledge, well, the fake knowledge, and who knows the dialect and knows what to say if a situation like this was to occur, what they would have to do in order to be able to communicate with Nature Boy. So Juju and Jax was set in place to do so. And it's not a surprise to me if he is at Cookie's house. It's not a surprise at all. I did hear, and I'm going to say allegedly because it could have been rumors, that Cookie didn't want them at her property anymore because of bills that were ran up and just how, loud they were and not really being respectful of her home. But people change every day, and I think there's a part of Cookie who is brainwashed too. She might be infatuated with Nature Boy, will do anything in the world, even if she knows she's not going to have Nature Boy to herself. She could be just an older Kruger that would just do anything for him because she has the means to do it. She has a roof over her head, and she uses it as like a safe place for people to go, like Jax or people similar to Carbonation, that have these communities to come to her home and spread their knowledge or whatever they're trying to get across. I did know at one point in time, Jax was living with his mother, and I think I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say Colorado or Nevada, one of the two places he was living. And I remember vividly because of the simple fact that to me it was kind of strange, a black person living in that environment, that state. I don't know. I don't think the population of people of color where Jax is from is populated. Like a whole bunch of people of color live there. They probably, who knows, they probably got a project there. I think it's Colorado or Nevada. One of the places that he lives with his mother. He was living with his mother. These people are all over the place. So, I mean, you can't keep up with them. Not trying to keep up with them, but I just want to let you guys know, updating you. I did, in fact, hear about it today. I didn't know about it. I just found out about it today, about Jax perhaps at Cookie's house. But at the same time, it wasn't for me to know because I never was into being that nosy, looking at people's backgrounds and wanting to see what their house is looking like or set up like. I never was one of those kind of people that were into all of that, so I wouldn't have known. But with all being said, I will definitely keep you posted if I find out any new information about the whereabouts of where Jax is at. I don't see where that's really a concern where he's living at. I think what the concern is that he's able to communicate for Natureboy, and get whatever communication Natureboy needs to get out here, in these streets, so that Natureboy is able to thrive, where they're trying to think that they're smothercating him. They're really not. He's growing because he has his disciples. They're not many of them, but then he also low key has people behind the scenes. That's what's dangerous. It's not the Jacksons of the world. It's the people behind the scenes that are making things happen for Natureboy and keeping him afloat. That's who you need to worry and focus on. Not focusing on if Natureboy hooked it up so he could stay at Cookie's house. Who knows? When Jax left, he could have went to Cookie's house. Maybe he had a bond with Cookie that a lot of the other Carbonation members did not have, and he took advantage of it. Maybe Jax never went to where he lived with prior to going to Carbonation with his mother. Who knows? It's the maybes. It's the what ifs. That's all we can do is the maybes, the what ifs, or in my opinion, because we don't live behind closed doors with these people. We only see a glimpse of their life, and we only can believe and not believe what is said out of the horse's mouth. So we just have to stay tuned and hold on to our horses and not jump the gun and make assumptions when we're not 100% sure, unless it comes out the horse's mouth, or unless we have concrete evidence. And even then, I say again, who really cares if he's at Cookie's house, and who really is surprised? The man is now Natureboy's messenger. He's basically been given the orders to be the leader of what needs to happen while Natureboy is away. Juju, I haven't heard from him. If anyone has known about him going to jail and getting out, please DM me. But I have not heard from Juju, and let me know what's going on with that. But pretty much, it seems like Jax is doing this all on his own. So with that all being said, I will see you at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is tonight, July 12th, 2023. And I look forward to seeing you guys.